Okay, we are live. I am just doing social media, so bear with me for a hot minute and then we will get right back into Ace Attorney. Yep. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. I'm looking forward to, I really enjoyed playing Overwatch yesterday, but I am looking forward to getting back to my usual cycle. So for those that don't know, I usually play story or RPG games, but yesterday I felt a bit adventurous and I wanted to play an FPS game, and one that I love very much in Overwatch 2. So if you missed yesterday's stream, I recommend checking it out. So with that, we are live. I'm just gonna, there we go. There we go. But yeah, we are live. I'm just gonna put it on the Twitch manager and then I should be good to go. But yeah, so here we are. Today we will be kicking off the trial for the Turnabout Sisters case. After I was made aware yesterday that my Discord link doesn't work, it does now. So if you use the Discord command, it should come up with the updated working link. But yeah, we're gonna start the trial for Turnabout Sisters. Yeah, it's nice to take the time. I'm glad I could stream today because today has been a bit hectic. Yeah, today's been a bit hectic because I've had a job interview and I was up early preparing for that. So yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. For Phoenix, look. Oh no, look who it is. It's Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. Huh? I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try and attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. ... I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright, anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? For Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. So yeah, to the person who's just come in, we are playing, or I am playing, Ace Attorney. I'm playing the first Ace Attorney game, although this is part of the Ace Attorney HD remastered trilogy. And yeah, we're just about to jump into a trial. So yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honour. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yeah, let's raise an objection. That seems highly sus. Mr. Edgeworth, you were an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fair? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanour. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh wow, that's very glitzy jewellery. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Yeah, this guy likes to use a lot of big fancy words. Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fair? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. But yeah, so in case it's not obvious with how pompous this guy's doing, this guy is our prime suspect for who we think is actually responsible for the crime that at the minute the attorney, Phoenix Wright, is being accused of. Let him have it, Phoenix. Okay, it's time for our first testimony. Witness's account. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusing, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. Okay, let's see if we can pick out this guy's contradictions. Let's press this one. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. Sir, what was the proper term for a secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly perusing. Okay, so, let's ask him what he was reading. My window, you mean the one directly across from Fair & Law offices? Correct, that is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who have business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So yeah, we're just pressing to get more information out of him, and then because the more information we have, the easier it is to tell what the contradiction is. So, you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? Well, of course, I'm no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right, you've made a career out of snooping. And then let's press this one. It's a spiky head. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Let's press again. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Yeah, 20/20 vision. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Do you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's world inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of the Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Haha, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Press. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am out. Okay, yeah. How many times must I hear that? Okay. Yeah, so it's seeming like there's a contradiction on this line. Because, yeah, that's what Maya's basically saying right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. April May said she ran to the right, not the left. There we go. Yay, okay. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. Well, that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran to the right. It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, he's looking a bit panicked now. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Oh god. I mean, there's nothing stopping Mia from like running to the right and then running to the left. I feel like they both could have been right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Oh yeah, different viewpoints. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the loft is a faint curve course. That's where the murder took place. More specifically, he was standing here. Oh, here we go. I wonder where Mr. White, our prime suspect in the case, and the only person that was probably capable of killing a woman was standing. I wonder. Oh look, what's this? It's a big spot that says K, which means killer. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Edgeworth, have you not put two and two together yet? Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? You're a rapscallion. The postulations of the defence are a distortion of the truth, Your Honour. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologise. Mr. Your Honour. I will be... Okay. Yeah, was just checking something. Mr. Your Honour. Might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Nope, it's very hard. Okay, another testimony. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honour. Hey, time to call this man out for his lying. For his very bad lying abilities. Well, yeah, we know that, but let's press it anyway. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient, it does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. Let's press this one. What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, you ran to the left, and then let's press this statement. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defence refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? And then let's press this one. What do you mean next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. And then let's press this one to get more information. Stop saying it was me. Achoo. Oh. Achoo. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. Anyway, but it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. So each of you saw different parts? Absolutely. That's right, of course. Why did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You say you hit her twice. So were you watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. So yeah, I think there's something with that. I mean, if I had to guess, it might be the autopsy report. That might be the thing we show him, because Mia was not hit twice. She literally got hit once, and then after a little bit she passed. She died basically. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, there we go. I was right. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. Huh? What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honour, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honour. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honour. Yeah, we want justice. The crowd are very amped up. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Oh, he doesn't look too happy now. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honour, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. Yikes, Phoenix. This is almost over. Oh. Now let's cross-examine. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? That? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? Well, what? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. So sorry. My bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Let's press. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Well, why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's falling apart. Yep, he is cracking. Like, he is buckling under the pressure. Your Honour, please, I ask that you not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honour. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer, I mean. Oh, he's totally slipping off. He gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Then you did her in with a single blow. Whap. Whap. That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We have the glass stand right here. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Ooh. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. There will be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo. Problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Ugh, just taking a quick water break. If you're liking the content so far, be sure to click on that follow button and follow me so you know when I next go live on Twitch. I do stream every day unless something comes up, like an event I have, or I'm out all day or something like that. But yeah. I also have a Discord server, which is where I mainly post stream updates. You can access the link for that by using the !Discord command in the chat. And I also have a YouTube that you can subscribe to gain access to my past streams, and I did also used to stream on YouTube as well a long time ago, so there'll be some extra playthroughs on there. I did Telltale's Walking Dead and The Last of Us, so yeah, if you're interested in those, you can use the !YouTube command to get the link to my YouTube channel. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far, and that you're all having a wonderful day. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honour. A person in the hotel cannot have seen the stand before it fell over. Yeah, I'm gonna present the floor plans. Yeah, because the stand is not in the view of the window. Like, you cannot see it unless you are in the room. So if you're in the hotel, then you can't see the stand. Apologies if I sound really nasally. Seasonal allergies are getting to me again. I do take antihistamines, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't quite stop the nose issues. But yeah, these are the floor plans to the scene of the murder. Yes. Correct, Your Honour. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you will be able to see. Here. Well, now note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, You wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognised the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fair Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Mr. White? Mr. White? Wow, he's despondent. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honour? Miss Mia. Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix, right? Well, what? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White? I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed a wiretap. Wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He orders his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fair. What does that have to do, Your Honour? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place a wiretap, you went to Miss Fair's office. Am I correct? Oh no. Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Oh no, he's got his mojo back. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place a wiretap, I breached the Vainco law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all of this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honour. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. Okay, new testimony, the wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fayenker law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Gah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. The wiretapping. Let's press and get more info. Do you have proof? Oh no. Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Press again. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fayenker law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I knew I'd left, he's already going to check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fayenker law offices. Press again. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honour. Blue Court is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. And then press again. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can luff something out of him. Oh no. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. By the way, this isn't me losing, this actually happens. You fought honourably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honour. Phoenix! Huh? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. I think Phoenix just fainted. Where? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Yak! Faints again. Lol. Hey, Phoenix. Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Oh my. You're Maya? Yep, so for those that don't know, Phoenix's assistant, Maya, is a spirit medium who can channel the spirits of the dead. So, and it seems that she's channeling her sister, who is the victim of this case, and who was also Phoenix Wright's mentor and chief. So, yeah. Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front is a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Oh, date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Yep, time to hopefully put the final nail in the coffin. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honour. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honour, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant. Your Honour, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. So we know what we need to do. So let's present the receipt. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Waha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honour, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the day of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered paying law officers at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Ah! Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can ya? No, it's impossible. He's losing it. Again. Well, Your Honour, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Oh no! Oh, Edgeworth. Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out this one. Oh wait, I forgot, it's Edgeworth. There is a certain kind of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into the matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it will be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honour, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Gah. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Yeah, what's this? Mia's memo. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honour, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Time to read Mia's mystery memo. Also, for those that aren't familiar, my name is Georgia, and most people on Twitch call me G-Dog. Yeah, and I hope you're enjoying my stream. Again, I am a new streamer. This is only my 9th stream. I'm still very much on the road to affiliate. I'm really enjoying streaming so far. And I do intend to stream every day and keep up with streaming, and for it to not just be a casual thing, because I'm really enjoying it and having a lot of fun, and I hope that comes across in my streams. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream and that you'll stick around with me for more streams as I get used to streaming on Twitch and grow my community. But anyway, let's continue. So the memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. So stop, desist, hold. And please stop. Make him stop. How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. Oh. I confess. I confess. Holy wow. You just confessed. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honour. Wow. Who knew a single note would be enough to make a man squirm into doing a confession? Well, I see no reason to continue the trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defence. Yes, Your Honour. I guess you could say that, if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defence. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yay! Another trial done, with a very sudden ending. That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fair. I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. But Mia, you're already dead. What do you mean? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. Well, what? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix. Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. The office. I'll see you later. Chief. Mia. Okay, let's go to the office. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I can. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Dot dot dot. Wow, you should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, it's me, Maya. Maya? What, you know, look like my sister? Look like you wear hair. I might be able to use that. Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of her. She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new writing co-law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fair reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault that I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Writing co-law offices, it's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. Oh, that picture. Mia watching over them. I'll always be here, watching. Hi, Misfit. Yeah, the stream's going great. Thanks for popping in. I hope you're doing wonderful. And I hope that you had a great weekend and that your Monday's getting off to a good start. But yeah, I'm just continuing this attorney. Huh? Do what? Beggars, dummy. Beggars. There's a great beggar joint just down the street. Come on. Time's a wasting. So yeah, Misfit, I've just finished the trial for the Mia Fey case. So I think the next case after this is the Will Powers one, the Steel Samurai one, if I remember rightly. So yeah, glad your Monday is going well and that you are doing good. It's always nice to hear when fellow community members are doing good. Okay, so let's save, and then yep. So yep, it looks like I am right. So yeah, the next case we'll be doing is Turnabout Samurai, which I've already divulged a little bit about. But yeah, it's the Steel Samurai case, and yeah, yeah, it's a very fun one. So I'm looking forward to playing through this one with you. Yeah, the cases do get better. I agree with that. Like, especially throughout the games as well. Like, I think, other than this game, I think my favourite game for cases is probably Trials and Tribulations, which is the third one in this trilogy. That's the game where, like, we get, like, that bit of Phoenix Wright backstory, and there's also that like overarching storyline that's like really good. But yeah, I'm glad this is a nice trip down memory lane. You watching me play the game, because yeah, I'm also very similar in the way I play Phoenix Wright. Like it's very much a game that I just like to go back to from time to time and sort of learn to appreciate it again. But yeah, Phoenix Wright is one of my favourite game series. So yeah, I do love it. I do love it a lot. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Oh yeah, I totally agree. Like, that's why, Yeah, I will admit the first time I played the first game, like on the DS, because I played the DS version first. I did, it did take a while to grow on me, Misfit, but then I really grew to like it. And yeah, and I know one person I really want to see play this series in the future is Chugs. Yeah, I just feel like we'd all of us in the Chugs Army. Shout out to the Chugs Army, by the way. An amazing Twitch community. I feel like we would just be spamming the Puzzle Master emote for Chugs like crazy. Um, but yeah. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number one. I'm really worried about kids these days. Gramps. Well, Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to clean up the office. Or close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Yep. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big lion is just around the corner. Oh, come on, Phoenix, don't be so negative. Yeah, yeah, it is a little slower than what Chugs would usually play. I mean, he's probably used to playing, as you say, like, he's playing a lot of Elden Ring at the minute, so, he would, yeah, he would probably really, I mean, it would probably take him a minute to get used to how slow this game is, but, I mean, people have played Ace Attorney songs for a Song of the Day before, and he really seemed to dig the music, and yeah, I think he would dig the puzzle aspects, and plus some of the characters are like really funny. Plus, obviously, I know that he's a fan of Capcom games in general. Like, obviously, he's playing a lot of Resident Evil on his streams. But yeah, so yeah. But I am actually just gonna shout out Chugs because I do think people should follow him, and yeah, so, but yeah, and then I'll go back to the game. But yeah, Chugs is also, as well as being a great streamer, he doesn't talk it a lot about it a lot on his stream, but as me and Misfit both know, he is an amazing wrestler as well as being a streamer. But yeah, so, oh my god, that old school ringtone. Bring, bring, beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick. Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Yeah, I sort of have started just hanging out in Chugs' streams in the just chatting section because I was actually able to get the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC myself. So because I'm playing through the base game of Elden Ring at the minute off stream. Um, yeah, so I've been staying away from like the gameplay part of Chugsley's streams because I don't want spoilers. But yeah, I'll definitely be glad when he gets back to his usual cycle and I can start hanging out in streams for longer again. Um, but yeah, um, his playthroughs are always good. Like whether it's like a horror game or a story game or a Metroidvania game, like he's so good. And yeah, he's also just like the sweetest human. So that like is like it's so easy to just like watch him and like fall in love with him pretty much. But yeah. Meanwhile, in the game, the Steel Samurai is getting arrested. No! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed the villain. Yeah, yeah, I can see why Elden Ring isn't for everybody. Like Souls-like games they require a lot of patience and a lot of like resilience, and especially because whereas most Souls like linear, but Elden Ring is like more open world, so it's very easy to get lost in that game. Um, but yeah, um, But yeah, so I can totally see where you're coming from, Misfit. I mean, Elden Ring isn't for everybody. Um, I mean, heck, it wasn't that long ago where I didn't think much to Souls-like games in general, and then I played through Lies of P, and I don't know what happened. I don't know whether it was because, so when I played Lies of P off stream, um, I, um, I basically was watching Chugs' playthrough of it on the side. Um, so I think that enhanced my experience and made me actually like the game. Um, um, I mean, I know some people that are into RPGs. My fiance is also not a big RPG guy. Like he's very much into his like retro arcade games like Sonic or Mario, Zelda, um, yeah, like titles like that. So I do know I have been around people that are exactly into story games. Um, I personally can't get enough of them, but yeah, I can totally see why everyone would have a different genre that they like to play. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure whether you're similar where you like arcade games more, but yeah, um, I totally understand that, and everyone of course is entitled to like what they want to like. No, he actually did it in real life. Oh no. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. Oh no. Why does the way Maya sound why does the way that Maya says that make it sound like he like turned someone into a human kebab? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. Beep. Hmm. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big Potterhead either. Like, I've only seen like bits of the movies. Like, I don't even think I've seen most of the new movies. I think most of the Harry Potter movies I've seen are like the old ones. So like Chamber of Secrets, Goblet of Fire. But I am more into the Harry Potter games. Like, I really enjoy playing Hogwarts Legacy. But yeah, I mean, platformers are fun though. Like, you can't go wrong with a good platformer. Oh yeah, I'll definitely. You're super welcome for the follow. I'm very much. When it comes to people following me, if I know they stream, and if I see that someone's followed me and I know they're also active, then yeah, I will definitely follow them back. So yeah, you're more than welcome for the follow. And yeah, as you said, my time zone is different to yours, but yeah, I'll definitely try and swing through and show you some love on your stream. Yeah, so also don't mind the chat, guys. Nightbot has just put some of the very helpful commands that you can use. So yeah, be sure to show me some love by following me if you are liking the stream. And I also fixed my Discord link because it wasn't working yesterday. So now if you want to join a server where I can update you on my streams and also get to know people, you can use the Discord command. And then again, I also have a YouTube channel, and Nightbot has put the YouTube command information in the chat as well. So there you go. But yeah, it looks like the victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found through the body. Police believe this was a murder weapon and are investigating further. Maya looks so sad. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Beep. Yes, right in co-law offices. What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai is talking to Maya. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Meep. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So what? Come on, Phoenix, we're obviously gonna defend him. So, I've decided this will be our first case. And when Maya says first case, she obviously means first case under the new Wright and Co. law office's name. Yeah, so... well, yeah, let's move to the detention centre and meet our client. I like to think they designed Will Powers to look like Wolverine a little bit, like how Wolverine used to look in the old X-Men movies. Like, yeah. I mean, just like the bushy hair and the big beard, like, yeah, it gives me old school Wolverine vibes. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Misfit. I'm not the only one that... I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that, but yeah, I like to think it is pretty obvious. Yeah. Because, yeah, that's the nice thing about Phoenix Wright, is that there is quite a few, like, nice pop culture Easter eggs, like, scattered about in the games from time to time. What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes. Is something wrong? Then, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of Steel Samurai now. Wow. Nick. What? Yeah. I honestly am kind of surprised, like, because one thing I was kind of hoping from the remasters that I obviously never got was added voiceover, because especially with how, because obviously starting from the Apollo Justice trilogy, they did sort of add more voiceovers to that, and there's like really cool anime movie style cutscenes, which are like really nice. But yeah, it's why, I actually was surprised to learn that the older games didn't have voiceover, because I think I actually played Phoenix Wright in a bit of a weird order, because I played Ace Attorney, and then because I'm a massive Professor Layton fan, I played the Phoenix Wright Professor Layton crossover, which has tons of like voice acting in it, because Professor Layton games have a lot of voice acting, even in the earlier ones. Um, so yeah, it was a bit of a shock, but yeah. Um, don't get me wrong though, it is fun to like try and do your own voices for the characters. Um, yeah, I mean it's always fun to do like how sometimes I like to do a posh voice for the judge, or I might give Gumshoe like a, I don't know, like a Wild West cop kind of voice. So yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah, he didn't do it. Oh, I want to sneeze so bad. I've got that burning sensation in my nose. Yeah, I know some streamers and some YouTubers when they play visual novel games, they don't read the dialogue, and it's like, I mean, yeah, I kind of get why, because there's a lot of dialogue to read, but I do like to read the dialogue. Like even when I'm just playing off stream, I'll just like read the dialogue aloud. Um, yeah. But yeah, I do think it gives off a better experience for viewers, I think, if you do read the dialogue. Um, but anyway, let's talk to Will Powers. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask. I do wonder if they had like a real life inspiration for the evil magistrate there. Like I feel like it's obvious that Will Powers is like a Wolverine knockoff, but I don't know. Yeah, it is good practice for streaming. Reading stuff aloud. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, yeah, that's why when I stream, I don't just want to focus on the game I'm playing. I do obviously want to talk to my viewers and make people feel welcomed and involved and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I constantly talk to myself in real life, so I feel you there, Misfit. I feel you, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I do wonder if the evil magistrate has like a real life inspiration. Um, but yeah. But yeah, Jack Hammer's dead and he has a hole in his chest. Yeah, a bit gnarly. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that I mean, yeah, yeah, most people just call him the evil magistrate. Um, Also, I do wonder whether jackhammer is kind of like a pun, because there is like such a thing as a jackhammer. Like, I mean, like in wrestling, how one of Goldberg's signature moves is like the jackhammer. So I wonder if then it's not Jackhammer's appearance that's a pun, it's his name. Whereas I feel like with Will Powers, it's like, well, his name is a pun, but I feel like he is just like a walking pop culture Easter egg. But yeah, let's ask him about Steel Samurai. Yeah, I think we do call it a jackhammer over here. I don't think that's just an American thing. Um, yeah, I have heard of a jackhammer being used in like construction over here. Um, yeah, I've never actually seen one because obviously, um, yeah, I've never been near a construction site, but yeah. But yeah, as far as I know, they're definitely called jackhammers over here. Maybe you could explain to me just what Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? Yeah, Nick, how can you ask him what the Steel Samurai is right in front of Maya, who's a fan of the Steel Samurai? I'm sorry, sir. I apologise for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. I like how our out of touch is in caps to emphasise it. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Ooh. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of neo-oldie Tokyo. Just taking a sip of my water. Fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate. Yeah. I have seen like pictures of a jackhammer, but yeah. And I swear if I asked my dad, because my dad's very into his DIY and stuff like that, my dad's probably used a jackhammer before. And plus he does work. Like he's not a construction person, but he is a pipe fitter and a welder. So he is like very much in like the practical kind of business, like hard labour, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, also I know how it feels to have construction in the neighbourhood. Um, I mean, not that long ago, I couldn't get out of my house through the front door because the path outside my house that so like the way my house works is I'm like at the end of a street and there's like a path and then there's like houses on both sides and I'm on like one side and then there's houses on the other. But yeah, my path got closed off, which meant that I couldn't go out of my front gate to get to places, so I had to go out the back gate, which was a bit annoying because my back gate is very stubborn, it doesn't want to open. Um, but yeah, hopefully your neighbourhood construction finishes up soon. Um, yeah, because it can be a bit of a pain sometimes depending on what they're doing. Um, but yeah, of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Wow. I apologise if like my crying noises are pathetic, but the way it's written is just like, yeah, it's clearly just meant to be like a wail, not an actual just like sob. I see. You're only Turkey, who comes up with these names? Anyway, let's ask Will Powers about his alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was here. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, that sounds worse than what I went through actually. The fact that houses are getting electrical fires and stuff. Yeah, I hope that really does get finished up soon. Because yeah, otherwise I'm guessing it will keep causing like inconvenience for the people in your neighborhood. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. Yeah, Phoenix really does not like this guy at first. I mean, as you'll see, he does grow to like him, but yeah, right now, Phoenix is not a Will Powers fan. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Yep. Okay, let's go to the studio. I love the Steel Samurai music. I'm 1000% gonna be suggesting this for Song of the Day in the future for Chugs' stream. I just wanna see him like shoulder dance. Cause Chugs does a pretty mean shoulder dance. Awesome, aren't you excited? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, me and Misfit know. This old woman is a handful, okay? And yes, she is literally called Old Mag. Hey, you there. You want in? Hang on. I should probably try and go for like an older lady voice. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, so sorry. Well, we're, lawyers. Oh, yeah. Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Good gawkers. Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. And yep, now she's gonna do a fast talking stick that's both really funny and also really annoying. And it means that people that like to read the dialogue like me can't read the dialogue. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Phoenix! Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. Oh god, now we have to talk to her. Great. Let's ask Miss Miss Oldbag about studios. Sir, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, Huey. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. It's kind of funny that like I'm voicing a woman in a movie studio, and yet I just feel like I'm just giving her like a timeless Toni Storm voice. Timeless Toni Storm being like one of my favorite women's wrestlers from my favorite wrestling company. But yeah, oh my god. Hammer was a big star back then too, he was. Hammer? Or Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Okay, let's ask her about Will Powers. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Okay, let's ask her about Mr. Hammer. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh because I'm just like, I mean, it's always like a fun time, like either voicing or just like seeing Miss Oldbag in an Ace Attorney game. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So, if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he will say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. I like how I'm giving her a British accent, and it turns out she has country dialect. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Okay. Where else can we move to? Let's try examining stuff. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Okay, we can't fiddle with that. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Okay, so let's, so we can't talk to Oldbag anymore. I doubt presenting my badge will do anything. What's that? You doing that to me? Absolutely not. Nope. That was a funny little bit of dialogue there. And then, dooby-dooby-doo. Move. Go back to Will Powers. Hello. How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? But yeah, I'm just muting my, I'm just gonna close my, one of my social media websites so it won't ping me. But yeah, okay, back to it. No, not at all. No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Oh. Yeah, let's talk to Will Powers about the new subjects that have opened up. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. Well, the security lady said she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading toward the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she say? He doesn't seem to be lying. Okay, let's ask Will Powers about the security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the big wigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Okay, so we have Powers' request. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. So yeah, so now let's move back to the Global Studios and then present the request to Oldbag. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognise the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. And we have the guide map of Global Studios. So now let's move. So yeah, let's go outside Studio 1. Hey, it's our favorite detective. Gumshoe. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So... Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings were easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, What exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Okay, let's talk to Gumshoe. So, how is your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Okay, so Jack Hammer's autopsy report, time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. So, yeah. Now let's ask him about his reason for arresting Will Powers. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. You think I'm lying? Asked the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Let's ask him about the security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Okay, let's see what evidence Gumshoe has. What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Okay, let's move. Or actually, we need to examine Studio 1. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a car key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. They took that tree down with it too. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way it's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Did the camera catch anything? Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Okay, so if we can't get into Studio 1, let's try going back to the main gate. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Okay, let's keep talking to her. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now Paul Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Let's ask her again about Mr. Hammer. Was the victim Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest, back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? And it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time. It records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. But yeah, let's, I don't think we can talk with Old Back about anything else. What's that? You giving that to me? No. Yeah, so, let's move, or let's examine again. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, okay, let's go to the employee area. Nick, this is where they do all of the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, let's examine. So, let's slide. Ooh, okay, interesting. So the first thing I'm gonna do is examine these plates on the table. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. I'm glad I'm not like that. I'm glad I can like eat and then like not immediately feel hungry afterwards. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? How many stomachs do you have, Maya? Jeez. Okay, let's, Will Powers. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. This vent is looking very suspicious. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. A kid. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably near Old Tokyo Castle. Hi, Nuta. How are you? Thank you for popping in again. Yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I also fixed the Discord link after you told me about it, so feel free to actually I'll do it again and then you can join the Discord. The game will go off on my screen whilst I'm doing this, but yeah, the link should work now. Oh, you're sleepy. Yeah. I wonder what time it is where you are, Nuta, now, because I know obviously last time when you were on my stream yesterday, it was pretty late for you. I hope you managed to get plenty of sleep after that. But yeah, and you're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad I got the link fixed because I didn't realise that Discord invite links actually expire after 7 days. So, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, let's examine the grate. The grate they used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Also, wow, I think this might be the most viewers I've ever had at once in my stream. 4 viewers. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying the stream and having a wonderful day. If you've just joined in. But yeah, let me. If you're not following me yet and you're enjoying the content, please do drop me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. I am trying to, as I've mentioned before, I am still getting to affiliate and I am still growing my community and getting used to streaming on Twitch. So yeah, but I do plan on streaming every day. I live in England, Nuta. Feel free to use that same all about me section in the Discord to introduce yourself. I live in England. I am from a county called Yorkshire, which is in it's basically I'm pretty sure it's bang on eastern England, just in the middle. But yeah, let's see, what else can I examine? Ooh, there's a bike. Looks like one of those electric powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people's cycles get exercise? But yeah, window is great. Yeah, let's examine the grate, or the thing at the back. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Oh yeah, I recommend it, Nuta. England is a great place to go. It's a pretty big country. There's a lot of different places you could go. I know the one place where everyone seems to go for holidays and stuff in England is London, because that's our capital city, and that's London is a really good city. It's chock full of things to do. I still haven't. I've only been to London once or twice, so I've still not fully explored it. But yeah, London is a great place to go in England. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Oh wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. I'll just take a sip of my drink. Oh, you live in Japan? Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Japan is the one place I've been meaning to go for ages. My fiance has actually already beaten me to it and gone there for a work trip. But yeah, I have always wanted to go go to Japan. I love the Japanese culture, and yeah, like I love like anime and like the Japanese fashion and Japanese wrestling. I do listen to a bit of J-pop as well. Naruhodo, yeah. I don't think I'm familiar with that area, but like, because when I think Japan, I obviously think of the obvious places like Tokyo or Nagoya or Osaka or like areas like that. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to Japan. I also love Japanese food as well, like sushi. And I've always wanted to try ramen, and I love noodles. So yeah, I'm very big on Japanese things. But yeah. Meanwhile, Phoenix and Maya are about to go into the dressing room. We don't need a spear, and that's a murder weapon for crying out loud. Nope. Window. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Okay. I think we might have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've examined everything. I know the next time I'm back here, I definitely want to examine this ladder, because one of the achievements that you can get, is to get all of the ladder versus step ladder conversations in Ace Attorney. And what they are is basically you just examine a ladder, and then Phoenix and Maya will usually get into a funny argument about whether it's a ladder or a step ladder. But yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, let's go into the dressing room. Yeah. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. So, yeah, let's examine here. Ooh, what's this bag about? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Oh, it looks like we're going to be using Will Powers' card key to get into Studio One. I don't think there's anything else in here worth examining. Yeah, that's a funny hairstyle, but yeah. So now we have the card key. Let's move back out into the employee area and then go towards Studio One. Move outside Studio One, and then move again. Oh no, actually examine. So yeah, we can use the card key now to get into Studio One. Yay, it opened. Okay. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. So yeah, let's move into Studio One. And this is where the crime went down. So, what is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. So yeah, let's examine. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not that ladder in the employee area we need to examine, it's this one. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Yeah, so that was one example of the ladder versus step ladder debate that Phoenix and Maya get into. They outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Yeah, let's look on the chair. What's this? That's a reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the steel samurai. I think she's being serious. Let's examine the equipment. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you. No touching that. Ooh, new character. Okay, Nuta. Thank you for popping in. Have a nice sleep. And a nice emote. Yeah, the dino dance. Yeah, I love some of the emotes on Twitch, but yeah, I will have fun. But yeah, get some good rest, and I'll be back on stream again tomorrow. So yeah, feel free to pop in if you can. But yeah. Sorry, my partner is kind of, no, I don't know. Yep, see you tomorrow, Nuta. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. My lawyer's representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Okay, let's talk to the assistant. The day of the crime. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant. Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action scenes. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, let's ask her about Will Powers. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some of the studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Let's ask her about sensing someone. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think this can cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, let's go ask old bag. There we go. Main gate. Hi, old bag. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Let's talk to her about what Penny's told us. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. Also, I always do that where if I'm doing a voice for a character, I'll just keep doing it, but for another character that doesn't have that same voice. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek? Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you young'uns are like that nowadays. And now she's gonna talk fast. Oh my. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Such as use that computer. Let's do it. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick. Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m? That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Oh god, what was it? I think it was that one. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Yay, I remembered the security camera number. Let's see what we got. Oh my god. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. photo 2. What does that mean? Maybe the small photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. Sir, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. But yeah, very interesting investigation. Let's save the progress. I'm just gonna have a water break. There we go. Okay, back in the courtroom for more hustle and bustle. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m, the security lady got to the gas station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Hell no. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear has been added to the court record. Your Honour, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the gas station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Time for Old Bag's courtroom debut. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Edgeworth's reaction to that is so funny. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Da 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 da. And now she's talking fast again. Oh, objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay, witness testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the gas station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the gas station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, correct? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. Julia Magri, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined us. I am playing Ace Attorney. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. Okay, cross-examination time. Let's see how this goes. So let's press all bag statements until we find a contradiction. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the gas station? Poor old... Oh yeah. Let's press that one. A run through. They were working out a scene between the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. Sir Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon? Let's press that one. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know. Observing? Wait, you're supposed to be at the gas station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? Okay, that's fine, Misfit. Thank you for the like. Hopefully you'll be back by the time before I have to wrap up the stream. Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all of my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. I was at the... So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even a second? Of course, I am a professional, you know. Or are you criticising how I do my job? Whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the gas station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Sniffer-wapper. Sniffer-wapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? Sir, the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? How did you know that? I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for this job. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me. Let's press that. 2 o'clock. You're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. So, you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out a secret weapon. I'll say it again, it was him. So let's present the photo, because it is not obvious that it is Powers. Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than Steel Samurai, defender of near Oldie Turkey. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can clearly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old back, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Okay, new testimony. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay, let's press her like crazy. Whippersnapper. Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. And now she's talking fast again. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Press that again. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Well, let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear, the meta weapon. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Let's press that. Was Mr. Power's ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Plus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've had enough, haven't we, Your Honour? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is his steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking there. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honour? Object. Because if Your Honour's not sure, then we need to be like, Your Honour, you need to make a decision on what you feel. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defence has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honour. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. So let's do this continuation of her testimony. The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m, true. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Witness's account continued. How do you know that? Eh? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I assume Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite sunny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking, right. What about before you got to the gas station? You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention... Let's keep pressing. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy. Oh my god, Maya. Old Windbag sure has balls. Oh well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? How do you know that? Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, where is the... Okay, let me, Hmm. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she forgot again that that it was a steel samurai. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the gas station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Eh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it was seemed to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Well, believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Of course she conveniently remembers now. I see. Your testimony, please. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a time for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Press that. Another job. But that's right, I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. Press that. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldback. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Let's press. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. For fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids. Sir, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg, the other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard if not impossible for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time. And actually guys, this is where I am going to wrap up for today. I am going to save, but yeah, I have had so much fun playing, starting this case. The Turnabout Samurai case is one of my favourite cases. But yeah, actually, yeah, I'll just do a double save. But yeah, so yeah, now we need to decide who we're gonna raid. Thank you for the new followers and for everyone that contributed to the chat. I really appreciate it that you're showing me support and helping me to grow as a streamer. But yeah, so yeah, let's see who we can raid. Raid browser. Yeah. So yeah, let's see who's on. Oh, okay. I see Riley's online. Yeah, let's raid one of my good friends. Yeah, they are called Riley. They are non-binary. They are such an amazing, sweet person. And they are currently online and playing Dead by Daylight, which is such a fun zombie apocalypse game. So yeah, we're gonna raid Riley. So yeah, I am actually just gonna go. I'm just gonna open Twitch because I don't have it open yet. because I want to actually see it when I raid.
Awesome.
But yeah, so yeah, let's show Riley some love. Let's start the raid. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed my stream, and I will be back tomorrow with a Yakuza 0 stream. So I hope you guys will join me for that. But yeah, let's raid Riley and show them some love. So yeah, until tomorrow, guys. Have a nice day.